And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games, I suck at commentary. And when we last left off, we were presenting evidence to show that perhaps the person was murdered by a human. Mr. Jack Shipley, if you will. So let's go to continue. What's this? A coin? Yes, a fake one used... I feel like I'm about to get like hiccups. Let me get some water. Yeah, like I feel like hiccups are coming for some reason. Anyway, yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is a murder weapon. Mr. Wright, this is another one of your bluffs. As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins altogether, weighing a total of about 7 pounds, like the movie with Will Smith. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it was? Not yet. But there are coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a bloodstain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would have been difficult to say the worker did it. I realize you are trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so where is this bag that the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it. The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into a pool before the security camera started up, and then they left, taking the bag the coins were in. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What? Wait. And then they left, taking the bags the coins were in with them. Oh, okay. That was just kind of weird. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. That was brilliant, Mr. Wright! You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator! Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder if Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness? That's right! I saw the killer well attack the victim, just like it did a year ago singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even if somebody else is the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why did she was doing the same thing she did a year ago? I'm not the only one who thinks this is like a terrible translation, right? I wonder. Yeah, this doesn't make sense no matter how you put it. Like I get what she's trying to say, but yeah. And unfortunately, since that YouTube playthrough that I saw, that I usually check of the Japanese version to cross-reference, no pun intended. Unfortunately, since that is gone, it just disappeared all of a sudden. I can't check to see why this was translated the way that it was. Anyway, I wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago. Wrong voice. But are they really that bizarre? What do you mean? To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Turn our thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me. Wasn't that a quote from Mia? Time to get the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion to Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well. Then why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case? They created a witness. They killed the victim. If they killed the victim, then that'd be, yeah. They got rid of evidence. I guess the gold coins, I don't know. They got rid of evidence. Wrong! The defendant's actions may have gotten rid of evidence. And what evidence might that be, Mr. Wright? Final evidence that would prove who the true culprit is. At least that's what I hope. I am not asking about your hopes and dreams, Mr. Wright. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider what the result was. What the result was of her journey. That's what to focus on now. Your Honor, please let me try again. Very well. Please explain to the court. If they killed created a witness. It can't be they killed the victim. Mr. Bloom's focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Created a witness. Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. So that's what they meant by creating a witness. Cause I was thinking, like, what do you mean by creating a witness? Like, you know, like, if, like, Mr. Plume was there, right? Like, she just happened to be there by chance, so, like, it wouldn't have created, that wouldn't have created her, I'm not even quite sure how I can explain this. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior with this. Take that! Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. Ah, that must be how they got Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And, as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. Norman de Plume was set up? Norman de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used? No! No! Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. Look at you, Phoenix. You look making the same exact pose that you did 7,000 years ago when you were afraid that someone was going to die. Except it's not exactly the same. It's similar, but not exactly the same. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the blood sync analyzed. You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss! If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. In the light of new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. The blood in the coin proves to be that of the victim. We can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Oh no. Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. My hair! My beautiful hair! Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable. And this is when his theme plays. And what did this man go in for? He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys the sport of fishing now and again. But Wright Owner here would be easier to hook than any fish. That outro has left the judge's head. What's this? The coin from before and some sort of bag? A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally, I had it sent to the crime lab. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed, as is the blood in the coin. I knew it, so the blood in the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out, but the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was. Prosecutor Blackwell, are you considering that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins? I shall consider that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was Orca that killed the victim. What? How can you suspect Orla? You said the true culprit manipulated Orla's behaviors, but Orla isn't the kind of Orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him. And you know this exactly how? What? But... Are you arguing that the Orca manipulated a human being? To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rhymes. Take the stand. Marlon Rhymes is a witness? Yes, he is, buddy. You have anything to say about that? Why am I getting so lightheaded? Hold on. I mean, oh man, like I'm getting very lightheaded right now. Okay. Take deep breaths. Blood wasn't properly flowing through my right hand, which is what I'm using to hold my phone. And I'm starting to get lightheaded from that. Good thing I noticed that, otherwise I would have probably passed out while I was recording. We don't want that. Anyway, well, don't just stand there. State your name. I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Wright Anything won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? Ahoy! Yo! Yo! Yo-ho-ho-ho! People at the law, time to testify. Chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orca's penguins into a seascape, cleaning and feeding. There ain't no end. But them bratty kids' toys, I shall transcend. No new animal keeper from the House of Rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlon with the rhymes. Oh my, I'm afraid I could understand a word you said. Is that a flip-flop music young people nowadays like? Flip-flop. So close, Your Honor. So close, and yet so far. How it touches the honor is his honor, though, right? How out of a touch is it? Because hip-hop has been around since, like, the 80s. Well, if you want to be technical, like, it's been around since, like, the 60s. But hip-hop, as we know it, I believe, has been around since the 80s. So, like, where have you been? Please prosecute with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop. God. I'm gonna start calling it that from now on. Flip-flop. Apologies for any fans of flip-flop, but that's what I'm calling it from now on. God dang it. Why am I laughing? It's just so, like, This is so, like, out of touch even for the judge. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. Witness testimony. The man manipulated Orca. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room. So I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain of the Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The Orca knows that there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the Orca pool. Orca pool diagram up in the court record. It also has information of the area around the Orca pool on the first and second floor. The defendant made the stuff fall down. Over 10 crates and assorted props were scattered all around the pool room floor. There's no doubt that it was the Orca that caused the mess. But could she really have done that from within the pool? As I said, the Orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. But when I arrived in Marlin checked on the scene, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he, the jail gossip? So, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The Orca pulled the cloth that was underneath them. The weight would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an Orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall. In the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The Orca they toyed with the victim's body underwater, which was what Mr. Plume saw. Objection! But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of oil making the item fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That Orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon a trainer, but I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. Okay. I see, so the witness couldn't enter the crime scene. Objection! Hey, Mr. Rhymes could enter the room. There's at least one thing you can't be sure about. His statement that Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation. Silence. Silence. As Sir Kratos Arion Plays pointed out, I didn't notice this, but apparently Simon Blackwell only seems to say silence when he breaks his handcuffs. Just one of those things. Whether the Orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of Orca's saliva are found in the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the Orca is the only one that could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, I mean that Ola was the culprit, and even if the victim died beside the pool. Cross-examination. The man manipulating Orca. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. Alright, let's go ahead and save over slot 2, please. First time saving this entire recording session, and it is pretty much the end of the episode. Not exactly, though. Not exactly. We still have like 10 trillion minutes. At least that. You might say we do? Well, actually, we don't. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, now we're pretty much at the end of the episode. So, without further ado. Yo, my name is Mr. Rhymes, and I'm here to tell you about all the times that I was about to do the awkward pause, which was none of them at all, because I'm just a cause about to do it, and that's how it goes. So yeah, that's right, yo, ho, ho, ho! Awkward pause.